Welcome back to the Lunch Table Hip Hop Food for Thought. I'm Nico Blitz, and today I have a very special guest with me. Let me just set the scene really quick. So a couple weeks ago, my homegirl Ari, she wanted to introduce me to this guy named Simba. And at first, Ari was just doing podcasts. Then she tells me during the interview with Simba, like, yo, I actually just manage, or I'm a publicist for hella artists now. So I'm like, all right, bet. Just send me anybody who you think is dope. So the next email she sends me literally the next day was like, hey, check out my boy AQ. And I was like, all right, bet. I told you send me people who are dope, and she sent me somebody who was dope. So let me introduce you guys to my man AQ.
Yeah.
What's popping, man?
I'm in the building, man.
And he's feeling himself.
Shout out to Ari. I ain't gonna front. It's been a hell of a run the last 2 months as far as press and doing interviews, and I love it.
Have you seen your momentum gotten a lot faster since working with Ari or with publicist companies? Yeah,
for sure. As far as Instagram, my followers have been going up like 100 maybe every week.
That's tight.
Yeah, it's
okay.
crazy. And then just the engagement on videos is up more. I don't really pay attention to like the numbers on Spotify. Maybe I should, but like all that stuff. But I'm pretty sure it's been up too.
Yeah, that's what's up. So AQ, before we begin, let's get to who you are. First of all, what does the A and the Q stand for?
Well, those are my initials.
Okay.
Remember, like in high school when everybody was getting their initials, like on the back of their triceps. I was like, nah, I'm about to do something else. I was like, hey, Mom, can I get mine on my on my chest?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was 15, about to turn 16. So on my 16th birthday, she took me to get a tattoo. But I just got the Q first. Because the shit hurt so bad. I was like,
yeah, because it's like on your chest, right?
Yeah, so I'm
crazy.
sitting there sweating, bro, like, oh my God. Like,
yeah.
And I was like, Mom, I ain't coming back. So I'm taking my shirt off at school. You know what I mean? I play basketball, so in the locker room, everybody was clowning me like, nigga, you only gonna get one tattoo? So I started looking goofy. I was like, all right, Mom, I got to go back and get the A. So, yeah, my name is Akil Quinn, and everybody just started calling me AQ. Like,
that's what's up.
Before the tat, and then after the tat, it just stuck.
It was just association.
Yeah.
So you've been rapping since what, high school then? Or?
I wrote one rap with my cousin when I was 14.
Okay.
And that was it, literally one rap. But I used to always be like the DJ for everybody.
What was the rap? What were you rapping about when you were 14?
It was jerking. I still remember the first. So it went, I'm so fresh, you could tell how I dress. It fits every day, so I dress to impress. Nike SB, so I'm nothing like the rest. And then, but those are the first little. Yeah, it was like when Nike SB dunks and everything was popping.
Hella part of the jerking movement.
Exactly.
So what, were you in like skinny jeans and all that shit too?
Yeah. Okay. I was in all that, man.
So jerking. were you also like dancing in high school or what?
Yeah. I always been a dancer. I was heavy into the pin drop, all that.
Okay.
When the Harlem Shake came out from New York, I was doing all that stuff.
That shit. Okay.
Yeah.
That's hella versatile. So you were doing. Well, you wrote your first rap when you were 14. You were dancing and you were doing basketball too.
Yeah.
But going back to the raps, so obviously it wasn't just you just wrote something at 14 then you stopped. Like
no, I stopped.
Oh, you did stop.
I stopped.
Okay. So
it was just pure fun, bro. My cousin like low key pressured me into. He like, man, you low key popping out here, cuz just write a rap. And then, like, he was, like, kind of sitting over me writing the rap, so I was like, holy shit. But that was it after that. And then I was really focused on basketball, bro. I thought I was going to the NBA.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so then you were playing basketball for the remainder of high school.
Faithfully. All the way up to college and then all the way up to NBA workouts and all that. Like, I did it to the fullest.
So then how come you're not playing basketball now?
Well, first, I fell out of love with it. Secondly, it got a little too political for me. It started being a straight business, and then fourthly, my body was just hurting, bro. Honestly, my knees and shit was hurting and then I just fell out of love, bro. And then after that, I did broadcasting with Fox Sports San Diego.
Okay.
And then after that, I did commercial acting for like a year. And then I fell into rapping.
That's sick, dude. Well, I mean, it's cool because I guess the way your career has gone about, like, it makes sense to, like, what you were doing.
Yeah.
You do basketball, and it's like, obviously, when you see basketball players retire, like Shaq, for example, they become NBA analytics.
So I thought that was my career path, you know what I mean? And then I found out I didn't really love it. Like, I'm going into these like episodes and shows with like blazers on and button ups and stuff like that, and none of my peers were in here, so it's like all older Caucasian, Caucasian people.
So you felt very isolated.
Yeah, for sure. I was still in San Diego, but all my friends were overseas, or a lot of them are in the NBA. So I was very isolated, like you said. I was cool with like the college guys, but that wasn't my crowd no more. So I was literally kind of in San Diego by myself, bro, like trying to figure it out.
That's crazy.
And I was like, I ain't supposed to be doing this. Like, I just didn't love talk. I wasn't even watching basketball at this point. So I kind of felt like, I'm like, why am I even doing
basketball
this?
Really sucked you dry that badly?
Yeah. I mean, I like watching it now, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But, like, fresh from playing, like, I just didn't like it, bro. Like,
I mean, what was it about the business, really?
All right, so in the D League, I was with the Houston Rockets D League team. So they drafted me for like the D League. D League got a draft, and then it's NBA draft. So I got drafted to the D League team in Texas, like at the bottom of the border.
Yeah.
Man, it's like nothing down there. It's right by Mexico. It's nothing down there. Then you don't really have no friends down there too, because everybody trying to
just size up. Yeah,
trying to size you up, fight for their own roster spot or whatever. But then, so it's 4 guys like from the previous year. They're on the team, and they already got a relationship with the coaches. And then you got 4 training camp guys. So a training camp guy is you play summer league with the team, and then you go to training camp, and then like it's like a certain time the NBA got to cut off and make the roster 15 people. So those 4 people who are at training camp, they automatically go to the D League, and they have to play. So it's 4 of us. It's 4 new guys, you know what I mean? So it's 4, 4, 4. So you got to play. You literally are allotted an amount of time, like on a paper. Like the coaches have no say over it. These 4 training camp guys, they have to play this like 30-plus minutes.
That's fucking
they have
crazy.
To play. And like I said, the 4 players who played on the team last year, they already got a relationship with them, and they already like them. So obviously they playing them.
They get some time, yeah.
So it was 1, maybe 2 spots that you could try to squeeze in.
Yeah.
And I bro, this is what I'm saying. I was doing my thing, bro. Like, I'm talking about competing with them, even some days doing better than them, and that shit still didn't matter. You know what I mean? I'm like, what am I fighting for? Like, I'm walking into practice, like, and then just being around certain guys that I worked out with, like, these dudes didn't even take the game as serious as I took it, or as like serious as I seen some high level guys take it. Like, y'all just, they like, I know I'm gonna play, so I ain't really tripping off this shit. Like, and that shit ate me alive. I'm like, damn, bro, you're not even taking this shit serious, bro. Like,
it kind of puts you in that mindset in which, like, why the fuck do you get to do all of this shit if I'm the one working my ass off?
Yeah, and then you starting to question yourself. It's like, I'm like, am I even good? You know what I mean? And then people, like the front office people, they talking, but it's really just to gas your head up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the GM called me. He's like, "Oh, you want to quit? You want to stop playing?" I'm like, fam, I graduated from, you know what I mean, from a college. I ain't dumb. You know, I could do something else with my life. He's like, is this about playing? I'm like, no, it's not. Like, can you just get me up out of here? Like, I don't even want to play basketball. He's like, you not going to go sign with another team? I'm like, no. Release me, please.
Yeah.
Like, and then he's like trying to get me to stay. And I'm like, it's just going to be the same thing. Another thing, the paychecks down there is shitty. You know what I mean?
Even for D-League?
What? Yes, bro. And especially, so you think you about to get paid the same equal amount, but you forgetting this is a business now. This your job.
Yeah.
So everybody's not getting paid equally.
Yeah.
And then the max is probably like 30,000 a year. You can't really live off that. You know what I mean? Straight up. So I was on the injured reserve. You know what I mean? But I wasn't even injured. But they just call it that. You know what I mean? And if you own that, you don't get paid. So a minimum check a month, $1,800 to $1,500. My first check, it was a $200 check, bro.
That's fucking crazy.
And I'm like, I call my mom like, hey, mom, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, is this right?
Yeah, I'm doing the same shit. So I went in there, I asked the dude, I'm like, hey, fam, why everybody got racks and I don't?
Yeah.
He like, oh, it says it in your contract. Like, I'm like, but bro, I'm doing the same shit they doing. I'm practicing every day. So you get paid off your game checks. So I'm like, it's not even up to me if I even play or not. So
you get paid based off like how you perform per game type of shit.
No. If you on the game day roster, you get paid for games. You know what I mean? But I was one of the two dudes that they never let me suit up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I suited up once or twice, and I got paid for those games. But other than that, I'm like, damn, fam, I don't get paid. Like, I'm down here in Mexico by the border, you know what I mean? When they was leaving, you don't get a car, so you just stuck in the house. And in the house, like the little apartments that we was living in, they didn't have there was no apartments, so it was no cable. There was nobody in the area. So, bro, I'm telling you, I'm going crazy. Like, I'm going crazy in my room. Like, God damn it. Like, what the fuck am I doing down here?
The business aspect of the entire league kind of just like
it
just
drained
didn't make
me.
it fun anymore.
Yeah, it was not fun. It was draining, bro. And I'm like, I'm way smarter than this. I know I could do something else. Like, I'm not just a dumb jock that has to play basketball. And like, basketball was fun, don't get me wrong, up until this point. So I was like,
so
I'm
then
cool.
What's it like in comparison from the NBA business or the basketball business versus the music business, the music industry? Like, does the music industry does it give you that same effect that the basketball industry has?
The passion is, for me, like, that same passion I had for, like, something, like, I feel that for rap, and I feel that for the actual genre, you know what I mean? You listen to a beat, and it's like a mind, you clear your mind of it, you know what I mean? It's like, it's my sanctuary. That's what I felt like with basketball. But as far as the industry, I can't really compare because I ain't really getting money like that yet.
Yeah.
So
sure.
I don't know how it works on that level yet. But as far as fun and like doing what you know what I mean, doing what you love to do every day, like it's the same feeling for me.
Well, you probably feel like you have more control over.
Yeah, exactly too. You know what I mean? I'm not dependent on nobody else to control my destiny. It's really whatever I put into this is what I'm gonna get out of it. That's what I love about it. It's the freedom to do what I want to do.
Mm-hmm. So what made you want to go back to rapping? Because you were just that 14-year-old kid who made one song, did the NBA, or, did the D-League shit, went to broadcasting, then you start rapping again. Like, what really inspired that?
A multiple number of things. I would say, first, I just had a knack for finding, like, tight shit. Or like, I was the nerdy kid that was, I guess you could call it nerdy, but I was on Hot New Hip Hop, searching through literally every song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was the kid that was watching Breakfast Club interviews, and my teammates would walk in like, "Bro, why are you watching this shit? Like, this shit is stupid." But it was interesting as fuck to me. So I would say that was the start. And then secondly, when I seen Drake perform, bro, it was the Nothing Was the Same album.
Okay.
So he did it in our arena, and I remember during that time, before he came in, you know what I mean? Like, that whole week, all our teammates was hyped. They got, man, we need to leave a note on the thing and tell them like, yo, Drizzy, fuck with us, bro. Like, and just that whole excitement and everything, it was dope. But only 4 of us ended up buying tickets because them shits was like $80.
Yeah.
And so I ended up going, and like the whole stage set, it blew me away. You know what I mean?
What was on the set?
All right, it was a massive stage, bro. And then it was like a little halo type thing. Like he had it like it was weird. Like and then he like had a little thing that you come up from the bottom and stuff. So
yeah, like a levitating platform.
Yeah. So he came up from that, and then I was just stuck, bro. I'm like, damn, this shit looks tight. And then just the reaction that he had from like girls, guys, everybody that was in the arena, it blew me away, bro. I'm looking like, no fucking way. Like the reaction he's getting and the reaction that he gave me and my friends, it was just dope. I was like, damn, I think I want to do that. Like I just want to be that guy up there doing that. I don't know what it was gonna be, but I felt like I needed to be in front of a large stage like that. And then that was when I first was like, I think I could do that.
So essentially, you got inspired by Drake. And like that whole performance. Yeah,
for sure. And then after that, when I was going through like the basketball, the broadcasting, and all that, I was like, I kind of want to tell my story. Like broadcasting, you commenting on somebody else's life. Yeah. The commercial acting, you portraying somebody else's life. And I was like, I remember I was sitting in the crib. I'm like, nah, I want people to know me first. You know what I mean? Before they
like that.
I was like, people got to know my story. Like I knew it was unique and everything. I was like, and then I wanted to inspire some more people to try to go after their own, whatever they loved. And then I was getting a haircut one time. My barber like low key pressured me into him and I don't know. I always got pressured into
bro,
doing
you need to rap.
So he was cutting somebody up, like he cutting you up. So y'all two freestyling.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there like that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. Y'all going in. And then they like, hey, bro, it's your turn. And I'm like, no, I ain't doing nothing.
Me?
Yeah. So they pressured me, so I just closed my eyes and I said some shit. I don't know what I said. I opened my eyes. They was looking at me like that. And I'm like, why you looking at me like that? They was like, bro, it's actually kind of tight. Have you ever thought about doing it? I was like, nah. And then he was like, hey, fam, I got equipment. He was like, hey, download some beats off YouTube. And then he was like, come back to me when you done, when you feel like you done. It was a Friday. I was driving to San Diego. I remember I was literally in a car just listening to beats the whole time, and I'm just writing, like, in the car. But it was like everything that I was feeling with the basketball and all that. So it was easy for me to, and it was like low-key therapeutic for me. So I was just getting all that stuff off my chest, and I ended up finishing 8 songs, and I hit him up like, hey, bro, I'm done. And then I remember I recorded in front of him, and he was looking at me again. He was like, damn, bro, that shit kind of tight, actually.
Yeah.
He was like, you got to run with this shit, bro. And then I ran with it, and I really did love it. You know what I mean?
What year was this?
I stopped playing basketball in 2015, so my first day recording was September 11th, 2016.
Oh, so super recent. You only been rapping for like 2 years.
Yeah, it's about to be 2 coming in. I'm about to finish year 2 in September.
That's crazy, bro. Congrats to you.
Yeah, thank you, fam.
That's ill. That's ill, dude. So then what was your, what did it feel like for you knowing that you cranked out like 8 songs, like right then and there? Like, did you feel nervous? Did you feel confident with yourself, or?
No, I felt confident, bro. That was the crazy part about it. And I'm pretty much an overly confident dude.
Yeah.
Anything I put my mind to, I feel like I could do it. But when I was able to literally write whatever I was feeling and then convey it over onto a mic and like actually sit back and listen to myself, I was like, damn, this shit is tight.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was therapeutic. I got a lot of shit off my chest, and I just start feeling better about myself every day. And like walking around and stuff, I wasn't holding all this stuff on just for me. Like it was gone. After I wrote it out and I rapped it, it was gone. Like I wasn't thinking about it.
I can tell because like it's very interesting that you got that emotion from Drake watching him perform.
Man.
And then the fact that I feel like you've been through a lot of emotional shit where it came to like the NBA being very shady and just trying to deal with all that. Because when I listened to your project White Lies, I was just telling Jasmine, I was like, yeah, he's kind of like, he's very emotional in his music. And not that many rappers are actually like that.
Right.
It's nuts. So it makes sense now.
Yeah. And then before that, before this project, I never talked about girls, like my relationships. Like I was always like, I know how I could get, you know what I mean? And then I just didn't really feel like I didn't feel comfortable diving into those stories like that. Mm-hmm. But a big part of that was I was with Joe Moses for like 6-7 months, and he was really like
a mentor,
and like pushing me towards like, bro, talk about your girls, bro.
How'd you before we get to that, because you remind me of somebody right now, but how'd you meet Joe Moses?
I was hooping, so right.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
it all came full circle.
Literally. So right after, you know what I mean, like it was 2015. I did all that stuff. So I'm at the crib now, and I'm figuring out what I want to do next. And I was with my best friend DeLon. And he was working out, and I was just passing him the ball.
Yeah.
And then I don't know why he stepped on the scale, but he stepped on the scale, so I stepped on right after, and he's like, damn, bro, you getting kind of big. And I was like, you know what? I am. And then my friend, the barber, who like low-key forced me to freestyle, I was like, hey, y'all still be hooping at the park, bro?
Yeah.
And then he like, yeah. I was like, JM still be up there? He was like, yeah. I was like, all right, bro, I'm coming next week. So then I went up there, and Joe was up there. And then the first day, I was, you know what I mean? I was low-key still fresh off hooping, so I still had all my shit. So I'm up there killing dudes, man. So this white boy had like fouled the shit out of me. And then I like said, I was like, man, come on, bro. And then Joe jumped in, like, he like, hey, my nigga, don't foul him like that no more, bro. That shit not cool up here.
Yeah.
I was like,
oh, word?
I felt like, I was like, oh, shit, I got Joe Moses behind me. Like, hell
no, but you motherfucker, you planned that shit out, though. You knew he was going to be there.
I knew he was going to be there, you know what I mean? But how we, like, met, he was like, yeah, I'm Joe. And I was like, yeah, what's up, AQ? But I didn't say nothing to him the whole day. We was on opposite teams. And then he was just like, he was just scoping me out.
Yeah.
And then I really didn't say nothing. I was like on the other side. I was really just trying to lose weight. And then, obviously, I knew he rapped. And then I was like, damn, it would be dope if he could help me out.
Yeah.
And then,
so then how'd that come about? How'd you guys, like, really link up on some music shit?
Yeah. So I started, each week, I started moving over, like, low-key closer to the group. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then after we would finish hooping, we would sit down like this. And then I had a listening party. And then I was like, hey, bro. I was like, I wanted to invite you to my listening party. And then first thing he ever said to me was, you have bitches? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, bro, I'm low-key lit out here in LA. Like, I'm the young nigga out here. Like, he like, oh, for real? And then he was like, that's cool. So, like, the next week, like, at the end of the hoop session, he like, hey, what you doing tonight? I'm like, shit, nothing. He like, you trying to come to the stew? I was like, yeah. And then I pulled up at like 10, and literally, bro, I was there every night from like 10 to 6, 7, 8 in the morning sometimes.
That's
like
crazy.
For like 6, 7 months, bro, like every day, like no lie, every day. And then it started off as we was just cool. And then he had a little group project, a little tape, and then he was like, shit, he was like, you gonna be on this? I was like, oh shit.
That's what's up. What was the song called?
The project is called Till Death Do Us Apart, and then the 2 songs I got on there is called Put It On You and Fuck With Me.
Okay.
But this whole time, sometimes he would just leave me in the studio by myself and like let me record. But mind you, like I said, I was only rapping maybe a year at this point, so I was still trying to work on my shit. And after I would call him and record in the morning, we would always FaceTime in the morning, and I'll be like, bro, I recorded a banger last night. I would be so hyped, and he'd be like, I'm like, did you hear him? He'd be like, yeah. And he wasn't like low key too enthusiastic about it sometimes. And one time he was like, hey, bro, you got to start talking about your girls, bro. He's like, I understand what you're trying to do. Like, I feel you. You know what I mean? But that's going to be your audience. Like, cater to that. He's like, you got them, so why not use them? And I was like, man, nah, man, that ain't what I want to do.
Yeah.
So then we ended up not talking for like another 6 months. And then I finally gave in. I made a song about a chick. I put it on like my Instagram story like that. And then hella people was responding. Girls and dudes was like, damn, bro, let me get that song.
Yeah.
And I was like,
that's tight.
I was like, this what he was trying to tell me? I was like, this what he was trying to tell me?
I should have done this shit 6 months ago.
I was like, fuck, man. Like, damn. But you got to go through things yourself to figure shit out, man.
Because sometimes, honestly, dude, like, what I've come to realize is that when people are trying to help you, it's usually going to go against what you initially thought was going to happen.
Man.
It's just a matter of you, the person, to actually take that information and be like, okay, just make sense of it.
Yeah. And it you know what I mean? Like I said, I done had people like that hoop shit when I did that, bro, like dealing with an agent and just, you know what I mean, going through the runaround with people, it like low-key just shut me off of like wanting to get help, you know what I mean? Because everybody said that what I felt when I was hooping, everybody said they was going to help me, and they didn't help, you know what I mean? So
yeah, it sucks, dude, because people don't really realize that it's kind of like an emotional hit whenever you go through like little shit like that. You know? I was watching this one YouTube video, and this guy was saying that any decision that you make or anything that happens to you will subconsciously affect every single thing you do.
Yeah, no lie.
I can only imagine that like you became a little bit more like I can't really like trust anybody.
Yeah, I started to question everything. I was questioning everything. He would say stuff, and I would have questions. I mean, it was low key because I wanted to know, and it was low key me like a little standoffish. Like, what you mean? Like, why I got to do that? Why I can't do it like this? And sometimes he would just be like, bro, you're not listening, bro. Yeah. And I'd be like, but I went through it. You know what I mean? We reconnected. We talking back again now. And
so then, do you and Joe Moses have anything like new together?
No. He was trying to tell me this. He's like, bro, keep doing what you're doing, bro. I don't want to be on, you know what I mean? Don't hop in my lane, because like the gangbanging, you know what I mean, is real serious. You know what I mean? So he was like, bro, I don't even want our shit to get conflicted, but if you ever need my help, if you need Ty to get on something for you, like, I got you. I was like, oh shit.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So then how come you haven't reached out to, like, let's say, I mean, obviously you're not going to use that, like, right away.
Yeah, not right away.
But it's like, how come you haven't, though?
Personally, I just know I'm not ready.
Okay.
Like, I need to get better, like, for sure. Like, I want my songs to get better. I want to be able to, like, just have fun like, I'm learning how to do that instead of, like, actually always storytelling, like, going so deep. Like, just say fun shit, like, I don't know. It's, I'm rolling in the Rolls Royce or whatever. How everybody be rapping, you know what I mean? Like, just say fun shit, even though it's not really real to me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pulling up I got a paddock on my wrist, whatever. However people be rapping, just fun shit. I'm learning how to do that. You know what I mean? Just regular club songs that people could just have fun to, without actually having to listen to everything I'm saying to get it. So
that's hella interesting, dude. Because just based off what you've told us all so far, it's interesting that you're doing all the fun shit. Do you feel like that you're doing all the fun shit to try to get away from how, I guess, traumatizing your past was for you? Or are you more so doing it for like what are you doing it for?
What, rapping?
Yeah.
I love rapping, bro. Like, before, like the first 2-3 projects, I was like really rapping, like on some New York style, like YG, like really explaining, going into detail of like everything that I was going through, like that's like I said, it was therapeutic, and it gave me the same feeling. You know what I mean? But now it is a little more fun. I've done been on stage before, and that feeling is like right before you go out for a game, bro. Like for me, I used to like feel the butterfly shit. I used to feel that like before we ran out in front of everybody. You know what I mean? Like before I go on stage, I be getting that feeling again. And then just, like when I'm on stage, bro, I feel most at home. Like I can interact with people and see how they react to me. Like that shit, like I said, when I seen Drake, like girls and just dudes be looking at me different, you know what I mean? And I like making people happy. Like me being up there and seeing other people smile, that shit be dope, bro. Like, yeah. And then just after people coming up, like, man, that shit was like, you made my day better, you know what I mean? So
that's some dope shit, man. Yeah. So you really do it based off what you're telling me, it sounds like you really do it just to make other people happy.
Yeah, and it
I mean, obviously yourself too. Obviously yourself too. Yeah. But it's like, I guess, because I'm sort of in that way too. If I see other people having a good time or other people happy, it makes me feel like, oh shit, like whatever's happening right now makes me happy because other people are happy.
And then at a time around that time, I was like energy taking. Like I felt it, you know what I mean? Because I was just down with my life and everything, how I was feeling. But I'm usually an energy giver, so yeah, I always want to keep it that way. You know what I mean? I want to walk in and brighten up the building, like whether it's 10 people or 1,000, whatever. Yeah, I mean, however many people it is.
Well, it's funny because, like, I told you, like, right before we did this interview, one of my boys came through to get interviewed, too. Yeah. And, he's more of, like, an alternative soul singer, right? Yeah. So in the vibe right before he came in, it was very, like, damn, I'm, like, over here just, like, chilling. I feel like I'm at Coachella type shit. Yeah. And then Jasmine was like, yo, play some AQ shit. So I played it, and I'm over here just like, damn, man, this shit's slapping and all that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I felt like I was back in the Bay for a minute.
Yeah, Hey, man, I'm heavily influenced by the Bay. Yeah? Yeah.
Who do you listen to from the Bay?
More like when I was younger, it was E40, and then like all his young artists, like it was him, Keek the Sneak. Yeah. I was like I said, I was dancer, so I used to do all this shit. You know what I mean? like all that shit, bro. I was about to say,
man, you kind of pop your collar like you're from the Bay.
Yeah. And then, oh my goodness, bro, 18 Dummy, like all that stuff. Like,
oh shit, you know that shit,
bro? What?
That's crazy.
And then it was a song I played the shit out of it. It was they remixed "Tell Me When to Go" to "Don't We Go."
Oh, the Trackademics remix. Yeah, that's my shit.
And I see you had the Trackademics over there, so I was like, "Oh shit!" But shit, man, I'm heavily influenced by the Bay.
That's what's up, man. So it's like, yeah, because I was listening to White Lies, and I'm like, yo, like bass slap. But then the coolest part was that you're talking about the females on it. Yeah. Not that many people do it. We were just, I just interviewed Simba a couple weeks ago, and he had told me like, bro, like, it doesn't make sense why. If you're a dude and you're a heterosexual like male, it's like, why would I want to make songs for other dudes?
Exactly.
Why don't I just make songs for girls? It's like, bro, that shit makes perfect sense. It makes sense.
You know what I mean? And it was hard for me to get over that. And then I don't know why I thought like this, man. I just thought like when I first started, I'm like, damn, like all my homies they're gonna fuck with this because I know you're going through the same shit. Yeah. But don't nobody really, you know what I mean, listen to that type of music unless that's what you really standing on. Like, everybody know me from going out, partying, dancing, having a lot of girls. Yeah. So it only made sense, you know what I mean, for me to start talking about that. So now it's literally picking up quicker than what I expected. And the funny thing is, my boy was telling me to do it a long time ago, damn near a year ago now.
Like I said, man, it feels like you can't really know yourself without other people giving you a perspective of who you actually are.
Yeah, for sure. That's deep.
That's just one of those gems. So, White Lies, man, how have people really responded to White Lies thus far?
Yeah, it's different. It's different. I would say different vibes on there. So like the beginning, it's like the super turned up, and then like the middle, I'm like telling like stories a little bit, and then at the end, I got like a real, like Issues is one of my favorite songs. I get a little deep on it.
Why? What do you talk about in Issues?
So I had a falling out with some of my friends that like since I was a little boy, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so when we wasn't friends no more, and I was able to like talk about it on that record, like I remember when I was recording it was like 4 a.m. I was like, I like low key started like tearing up and shit, like talking about it, and then I'm talking about an ex relationship from the past and shit. So
yeah.
But what was your question? My bad.
So where did you draw the inspiration off of for Issues? So you and your friends had a falling out, then you were also talking about a past relationship too.
Yeah, and then I was smoking a lot. I was drinking, you know what I mean? On the song, I say, popping on this kush, I got some issues. Sipping on this drink because I got issues. And, like, I recorded that song a long time ago before this actual project. So when I figured out what the title was going to be and, like, all the titles of the songs, I was like, oh, shit, like, this fit. It fit the whole concept of everything of, like, why I'm even talking about girls and shit on a project, you know what I mean? But, oh, that's what you said. The response has been lit. a lot of the girls are hitting me up like,
"Hey, what you doing?"
I didn't. Yeah. Whoa, I didn't know you was out here doing that that.
Yeah.
I mean, like, of course, everybody always has their assumptions, but when you actually say it, it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, hold on. I didn't know you was really out here lit like that.
I'm sure it kind of gives you a little bit of that feeling when you saw Drake, like. Just a little taste of fame.
Oh, my goodness. Like, and then I performed, like, 2-3 times, like, some songs off of it already. And, like, when you go up and, like, when I go up and rap some of these lyrics to the girls, it, like, they face, it's crazy. The same shit that Drake, like, did to, like, the girls. For me to be doing it, that shit in my head, when I be doing it in front of them, they don't know, like, I'm actually tripping out. Like, how they actually tripping out over me, like, are you really saying this type of shit to me? Like, I'm actually tripping out, like, laughing in my head, like, no fucking way. You don't even understand. Like, they don't even understand how I'm feeling right now, you know what I mean? Like, and I know they be like, why is this nigga smiling, like, in my face? But I be OD smiling, like, rapping, like, but they don't even know that's what I'm thinking of.
You're fucking funny, man. No, but that's some real ass shit.
Real talk.
That's real, because it's just like, I meet so many people who, like, they do this shit for the ladies and whatnot, and they just think, it's whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like, I mean, I'm hoping this doesn't change off of you, like, later on in your career, but it's just
Man,
like,
I really appreciate it.
You know what I mean? Just knowing that, like, you're still humbled by the fact that you're able to do something that you love to do.
Yeah.
And being directly inspired by also seeing somebody else's. That's some real ass shit.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. Yeah, I hope I never lose that, like you said.
I hope so, too. I hope not, man.
I hope I never lose that, man. That feeling is crazy, though. That feeling is crazy, bro.
So, an AQ, man, so what's going on for you, like, in the future? Do you have, like, any tours coming up, any new music? Well, I mean, you just dropped your project, but, like, you know, anything else?
I'm still ringing off on these videos. I got 2 left. I got Issues coming out, and then Doheny is coming out after that. We just had a backpack giveaway yesterday at Pan Pacific for like community event.
So who'd you guys give the backpacks to?
Just like kids.
Okay.
Kids. I was at the park. Coming up, I've been trying to get on a tour, man, but I didn't know these people is charging to get on tours.
Oh God.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
So when you have when you have a main artist, the main artist still charges you to be on tour?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
I didn't know that. I thought it was just like you gotta. Maybe it still is like that, but I don't have no connections with these artists right now. So they like, and then they don't know me, so it's like, we about to charge them. Yeah. But I just want to keep getting lit, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, so I can start touring and like people reaching out to me instead of it being the other way around.
Yeah, sure.
That's why I said I haven't asked for like Ty or anybody. Yeah. I want to get my weight up to where they like. They know, notice me on their own without me being like, hey, bro, like, I always been like that as far as, and with hoop too. I never I always wanted to run my own ship, and then I started getting respect from like all my older homies. Like they start calling me like, "Hey, you trying to go work out? Hey, you trying to go to the gym?" Like,
yeah.
So I just approach it the same way. But I still do. You said coming next. I got a project in the works, but this time I want to have everything laid out. Like videos already done and PR like already set. Like this was like low-key kind of rushed. What else is next? More music. Oh, I got merch out now.
Yeah.
Like that shit.
People like merch.
Yeah, I ain't gonna front. I got merch out now, and I just sent something to Australia, which was crazy to me.
What? That's sick, dude.
I sent the T-shirt, and I had to add like a little shot glass in there for the girl, but she took a picture in it and everything, posted it on her gram. She was like, "Thank you." I was like, "Whoa."
Oh, that's some dope shit, dude.
Yeah. So I got merch, new music. Hopefully, I get on somebody's tour, and you're just gonna be seeing me out more.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's AQ, everybody. AQ.
Oh, follow your boy. My bad. You know what I mean? Follow your boy on the gram. You know what I mean? At AQuinn. Got to get my plug in. AQuinn_. I'm on that gram heavy. I respond to comments. I follow you back. I respond to DMs. Ladies especially.
No rap inquiries.
And appreciate y'all, man, for having me. Nah, this shit was dope, man.
No problem, man.
Yeah.
AQ, I'm Nico Blitz. This is The Lunch Table, and stay tuned for more exclusive shit at thelunchtabletalks.com and YouTube, because that's where we're supposed to make money off of. We just need a couple more subscribers, you feel me? I'm going to just keep it real. Take care, everybody. Peace out.
We out.